database. So if I click on active, then it's active, of course. So that means after the batch is finished and the batch is released, the batch will be automatically exported to a database file, which we configured here. So we configure in Target, and then the database file is created, and we will export the data or the batches inside of this export database. If we click on the help here, we directly open the manual on the page of the database format. And what I want to show you are the wildcards here for the batch export. So that means you can use these wildcards to create the export database. So for example, if you want to have a database for each month, for example, then you can use the batch start or batch end wildcard, so that when the batch started, so when we work with the batch start wildcard here, for example, then we get for the month, right? So for example, like that, we add a month at the end of the batch start or at the batch end, and then we get a new export database for each month or for each year or each day or week or whatever. So we can decide how many export databases we want to have here, for example. And of course, you can just have one export database for all the data, but then be careful, it can be that the export database will become really big. But this is just, I wanted to show you, we can use wildcards to use them for the creation of the export database. Another setting here is the delete setting. So always be sure to keep the runtime database small and performant. So we already had some customers who had a runtime database with nearly 90 gigabyte of data inside of it. And then they were wondering why the view quality is performing that slow, why they have to wait to create the report and so on. And that's because the runtime database was just too big, and we couldn't handle that. So be sure